Hi Svetlana, thank you so much for joining us today. Thanks for taking part in this project with us. So can you please tell us a little bit about yourself? What's your artistic background? What motivates and drives you now? What inspires you?
Thank you very much for inviting me for the project, because it's a real pleasure and honor to participate in such project. I'm a visual artist, and currently I'm doing my master degree at National Art School. I studied public art in Queensland College of Art several years ago, and that gave me opportunity to apply some skills from that time in a community projects. So, and all my practice is about people, about community, about social interactions, and about personal identity and self-exploration, self-representation, and about that understanding the people's place in the current society and modern urban environment.
That sounds great. Are there any specific artists that usually inspire you? Do you take inspiration from anyone in particular?
When I studied in Queensland, and I studied Aboriginal art and culture, I got a special course. I found out one artist, indigenous artist, who was a part of the urban artist movement, Trevor Nichols, who actually worked on that problem, how people, especially indigenous people, feel in the modern city, how people who are part of the nature, human beings, feel in the machine time. He called his project Dream Time, Machine Time, and how they connect to urban environment, how they feel, and what the problem and issues they got from the city, and at the same time what the opportunities they got from that. So it was very interesting for me, because I was thinking about them, these problems as well, and yeah, I got a lot from his practice.
That sounds really interesting. That's really good. So just coming back to what you've mentioned about working with the community and doing community type projects, do you have any specific experience doing community-led art projects in the past?
Yes, there in Queensland, in 2017, I was invited by Queensland Russian Community Center to help them with a project where they would like to bring people all together and unite the community, and to paint something on a 25 meters wall inside that Queensland Russian community building in a backyard. Yeah, because they wanted to organize that backyard as a place for some events, for community events, for kids events, for sports or something like that. Yeah, so, and they wanted to paint the wall and invite people, members of the community, to participate there, because they wanted to make people acquainted to each other and to bring something personal, and they wanted people feel they belonging and to the community, and unite them all together and just bring something positive, some positive emotions and some joy. Yeah, so yes, I organized design and technical stuff, and I worked with people.
That's great. That sounds really interesting. So I guess that leads me to my next question. The community that surrounds the Western Bloc, the project that we're making up this proposal for, is a little bit different to the community that you've worked with previously. It's a complex one. It's adjacent to, the block is adjacent to Joanna O'Dea Court and the Common Ground housing estates. This area has a high rate of violence, mental and physical health issues, substance abuse, poverty, isolation. Do you think that this will present challenges in your project? And if so, how would you navigate them? What do you think is key in making a connection with people?
Yes, I understand it's probably people with pretty tough background is not easy to communicate, but the key point is any communications from my personal pretty tough experience as well, is to be friendly and polite and try to understand people and to show them respect and to listen to them and ask them what they want and what they're happy with and just help them to express their voice.
So one of the main features of the Western Bloc is this giant blank brick wall. A mural, we think, would give this pocket park a real sense of identity. So the concept we envisage for this wall mural is telling a collective story of people who lived in this community for many years. We wanted to reflect their stories of adversity, the challenges they faced, and also their resilience. It would be great though if people could themselves take part in the creation of this wall mural. It would give them a sense of ownership, we think, and connection to place. So how do you think you would approach this project, and what processes would you use to convert the stories of these people into art?
Okay, yes, I understand that people will have no skills, but actually based on my previous experience in Queensland, I can tell that we can technically organize something which will not require any skills. So we can prepare some stencils and just easy to paint instruments like brushes, and I can show them what to do, as I did in Queensland as well, so I can act like a performer at that stage. Yeah, actually what we can ask people, we can do the design for the whole wall, which can tell story about the whole society, but on the ground level, on the level where people can reach easily from the ground, we can ask them to put something, to paint something which could reflect their own story and could reflect something what they love, what they would like to say, and for example, something from sport or from recreational activity. Someone love, for example, like surfing, or would dreaming about surfing if they don't have any opportunity now to surf. I don't know. Yeah, it's probably, yeah. And people with kids or with flowers. Yeah, we can create something like a stencil to outline and then give them freedom to bring their own marks, you know, like, yeah, something what they can do themselves, not necessarily under strict instructions, because that people with such a background, I understand it, don't like really strict instructions. They would like to have some freedom as well in this process. So we can organize all that and just think carefully through the whole design of the wall and that part which people will participate in.
Is there anything in this project that you connect with on a personal level?
Yes, from my personal experience, it's always could be some time when you feel miserable and you need some help. I was a long time ago, I was a single mom with an ill child, and I had no financial support, but I was working but I had really low salary, and the only thing I just was thinking about to help just emotional support from some people, something which doesn't cost anything from anyone, but just something which people could give each other without nothing, just some help to sit with kids after school, or to help with work or something like that. So I understand some people who get into a tough situation because anyone can just have some difficult times, and we all have to support each other.
We all need a shoulder to lean on.
Yep, right.
Thank you so much, Svetlana. It's been great. We really, really appreciate your help. Thank you.
Thank you very much.